Let's clear Annihilation 30, this map here, which is pretty simple. Thank God there's no boss, only these enemies. The most annoying one are these, which can stun your units, while the rest are not a very big problem. In fact, the squad we're going to use are just these, with a core unit, all pianos, second skill, Master Destroy with the module. It's the only thing you need. If you don't have any friend with this, just join to my Discord server and ask someone to add you. And then, strong defender, few strong medics, one Vanguard to gain DP, and just take two fast deploys, so for example Gravel and Yato, these are more than enough, and some defenders to help, we can say, block the enemies. Just take some defenders, doesn't matter which type, which level, just some defenders. And let's go. Like, I will not use them all, but still better to take. First of all, just Vanguard here to gain DP face on left side, to attack this Symphony machine. Then, wait, okay. All medic first here face on top side, then defender here, any direction you want. And if you can deploy all pianos in time, then just deploy. If you cannot, then deploy a fast deploy first, to kill the first few enemies until you can get enough DP to deploy down all pianos. When you got enough DP, just drop down all pianos as last unit here face on the right side. So this way, when the ranged enemies come from right side, we'll attack all pianos when in range, and will not attack your defender or your medic. Now, pianos will take some damage, but it's totally fine. Now, keep get DP, so if you want, you can just use a automatic trigger Vanguard, for example, Fang, Courier, Exas first skill, Zima, this type, to get automatically the deployment points. While if you're using Myrtle, just manually activate the skill to get them all, because if you plan to use your defenders as like to block enemies, then you need a lot of DP. Anyways, now you can just keep the only thing you have to do is to keep get DP until around 180 to 100 enemies. Also, when you can, activate this second Symphony machine as well, because remember the mechanic of the event. When all the Symphony machine field are ready, during the Symphony, crescendo or descendo, you can activate them to get buff, and or just to change it to make enemies lose some effects. When you see these enemies in come, just deploy a fast deploy here to bait the ranged attacks, because else their damage is pretty high against the defender. You can retreat the fast deploy. So literally the entire stage is just letting weapons killing everyone, and you sometimes deploy down units to help mitigate a bit of the damage. That's all you have to do. These are the enemies I was talking about. They are very annoying during the descendo, as you can see. Not only they will charge their attack, like for every some time outside, like while not being blocked, they will increase by 1 stack their attack, up to 30 stacks. Each stack, if you remember, is plus 30 attack. So if the first attack they do, after being freedom for a while, will literally, not one shot, but will reduce my bubble HP to like 1 shot. So if there are 2 of them coming together, the first hit will just kill my bubble. Their damage is tremendously high, but only the first attack. And during the descendo, because during the descendo enemies have the reduced movement speed, the reduced attack speed, but the attack is increased. So descendo plus they trait, they are a really big problem. Anyways, these enemies we can just easily deal with them during the descendo. I mean, descendo will finish when the first one comes, but look at the damage. Very, very high. So you need to block one of them if there are 2 coming together, allowing your old pianos to finish the job. And during descendo, guys, just remember to activate the device, so they will go in normal. If the defender is stunned, just deploy another one to block, because else old pianos cannot kill. Okay, like this. Now recharge it. Top side, Flag Vanguard did her job very well. We got enough DP to sustain the entire stage. 500 DP. The first hit is fine. Doesn't one-shot, so if your medic can heal up in time, that's good. Also try to bait a bit the first attack. You can see the consecutive attacks are not a problem. Okay. And this symphony is about to finish. These enemies will gain a shield during the descendo. It's fine, just to block one of them, because the other one has pretty high attack. So block one of them, activate bubble skill to tank a bit less damage, and then let all piano skill. Here we go. Now there's a fun part about all these 8 enemies. They doesn't do high damage, the only problem about them is that they do a lot of AoE damage. But look at how they heal Solpianos with the module. Like, it's crazy. And we can just stay here, waiting until this last symphony, the crescendo, finish. And then these enemies from this event, mechanic, they are not a big trait if there are no symphonies playing. For example, these are very strong during the descendo, these are very strong during the crescendo. So we just wait until we kill them all. I mean, until the crescendo finishes, so they will move automatically to all pianos and then get killed. Here, block a bit. If you need, here behind block as well. Okay. And yeah, So now, we just wait the crescendo to finish, so the enemies are not a threat anymore for the rest of the stage. That's the 50 enemies. Just wait this now. Yeah, AFK until the symphony finishes, so they will go to Ulpianos and Deca's kill. Finally, finished. As you can see, the last 50 enemies, most of them are buffed if they are in the yellow symphony. In fact, since now we let it finish, they're not a threat anymore. But still, bait their ranged attacks, so will not one-shot your defender. And then let your Ulpianos finish the job here. Deploy now medic here on right side to help heal up. If you have a strong medic here, you don't need this second medic. But since I'm using 3 stars, it's better to bring another one. Don't deploy before the 340 around there, because these enemies coming from here will just kill. In case your defender dies, just replace it with another one, and waiting with Ulpianos to finish the job. That's why I told you to bring so many units. In case one dies, at least you have another one. Okay, don't need any more. Last 6 enemies are all on Ulpianos' side. Here we go. Very simple. You can get all the rewards, and that's it. Hope this video helped you to complete it. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye!